Yeah, y'all gonna stop coming in my live talking about this Victor dude, bro. We hooping this year. Y'all gonna see.
Alright team, today we're going to be talking about the Spurs' recent stretch. In our last game we beat the Lakers in a convincing win. The Spurs dominated the entire game, didn't really let the Lakers back into the game, and they secured that win to move on to the semifinals in Vegas. They will be playing the OKC Thunder on Saturday night, but what we're going to be talking about specifically is just how lucky the Spurs are. Or if you don't want to say luck, how good of a position they are in right now, and just why you should be grateful to be a Spurs fan right now, because we have it good. Starting off with Stefon Castle, he's one of my favorite players on the team, probably top 3. I can't put an exact order on it, but last night he came out to play. In only his second game back, he dropped 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists on a very efficient night. 10 for 14, 50% from 3. He was a plus 16 in only 27 minutes. That is an insane stat line for that amount of time being on the court. He just dogged the Lakers, and he made it look easy time in and time out. And I think he proved to you what he is. I mean, this isn't the first game he's done things like this. It's a sustained period. And for him to be doing this now on a winning team compared to last year where he was less efficient and he was kind of just handed the keys and the Spurs were doing a semi-tank. Now he's doing it on a top 5 team in the West, a loaded West. I got to pull up his stats. He's averaging 18.2, 6.1, and 7 assists per game, shooting 50% from the field and 27% from 3. Now let me just say this isn't the best percentage at all shooting from 3, but I think yesterday he showed you why he's a better shooter than what this percentage says. Not only did he shoot 50%, but he made 2 clutch threes. One was the dagger, and I mean, he's just not a player I would feel comfortable with leaving wide open. There are games where he does struggle from 3, but I think once he finds his rhythm, his perfect shot diet, I really have no issues with him shooting 3-pointers. But I want to highlight this comment right here from Sohan Defender. They clowned us for saying no to Giannis. And we're at a point in time right now where the Spurs are winning. I feel so comfortable with this team. I'm liking the depth. That's one of the Spurs' strengths right now, having a deep team. I just wouldn't feel comfortable giving up Stefon Castle or Dylan Harper for a player like Giannis right now, because that's not all you're going to have to give up. You'd have to give up that, some picks, some other role players. And yes, don't get me wrong, the type of player Giannis is, he's incredible. But I think the way to win has now shifted. You look at a team like OKC. They did it through the draft. They got their star players, and then they're just bringing in constant picks, players on rookie scale contracts that can contribute, and they're a really deep team. And right now, I think the Spurs are on their way to modeling that. And they're not there yet, but they soon will be a team that can challenge them. You look at Stefon Castle, he's 21. Dylan Harper's 19. J-Dub's 24. Shea's 27. Chet's probably like 23. So by the time they're their age, I think the Spurs will have a chance to be neck and neck with OKC. And it's going to be a battle for years to come. So I think if you do trade for Giannis, yes, that elevates your ceiling. But I don't think it will be sustainable in the long term. So these guys have been out hooping. I mean, I want to keep them. I wouldn't trade them for Giannis. I don't know if that's just how I'm feeling, but y'all let me know how y'all feel down in the comments section. Speaking of another untradeable piece, we got Dylan Harper right here. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting 50% from the field. I've been so impressed with the way he's been able to get 2 feet in the paint and convert at a high rate. He's already one of the best finishers in the league today, and that's saying something for a 19-year-old rookie. His IQ, looking at this play right here, look at how he uses this screen. He is a true point guard, and it's crazy to say that for a rookie, when he has the ball in his hands, I feel like he's going to make the right play more times than he isn't. But man, he is incredible with the ball in his hands. Look at how he utilizes that screen for the easy lay. He kind of reminds me of Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili mixed. Obviously not at the caliber yet, but just the flashes that he shows. And with all that, all the young stars that we have, we still haven't talked about De'Aaron Fox. Shout out to Tyler for posting this on X. The narrative that De'Aaron Fox can't shoot has to stop. He's shooting a career high 37.9 from 3 on a career high 6.3 attempts. He's averaging 24 points a game, and as of this moment right now, he's shooting 38.8. I mean, this is exactly what I was talking talking about in the offseason. I was not worried at all with this 27%, even this 32 right here. He had a torn ligament in his finger. Not only that, it was in his shooting hand. I think De'Aaron Fox has just elevated his game, and he's becoming the ultimate 3-level scorer. He's not relying so much on his athleticism anymore, and I like that for him and the Spurs because it means that he will be more sustainable in the long term, not always having that bounce, jump out the gym type of athleticism, but he has a shot. He has a lot of skill, and so if he's shooting like this, man, there's no doubt in my mind that this 3-guard lineup will work. Not only has it shown you that it can already, but the potential is just so much more. And I think a lot of people are starting to realize that we were right all along. You can have all 3 of these players play together just because they bring something different. Fox is a scorer, quick, athletic. Dylan Harper's a true point guard who can play 1 or 2. He can play off the ball, he can cut, but when he has the ball in his hands, man, he's a maestro with it. Stefon Castle is a versatile 1 through 3. Really reminds me of a young Kawhi, but he's just so much more skilled than when Kawhi came in. Really, all of these guys bring something different, and they're all versatile in their own way. So I've been so impressed, and I'm so happy that they're all on our team, and you should be too. But lastly, the last reason we should be grateful is shout out Jeff McDonald. The Spurs record with Wemby this season is 8-4. The Spurs without Victor Wembanyama is 9-3. I remember when he went down, and man, I was stressed out thinking the Spurs are about to drop in the standings. I was relying on the cushion we had from the early on in the season, and I was ready to take some L's. I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, they've shown you that they're the real deal. They've shown you that they're a real team, and they could win against any team on any given night. Now, this game on Saturday against OKC will be the ultimate test, and I'm going to try to not let it weigh so much against the team because they're blowing teams out. They're like an historically good team, but I think it is going to be a good test for the team, and they've answered every call they've had up to this point. I know I said that was the last reason, but this is the actual last reason. Coach Johnson on if Victor Wembanyama could return for the NBA Cup semifinals on Saturday. Very much so. He had an intense day this morning, and we'll have to see how he responds and reacts tomorrow. Now, I think he's going to be good, but who knows? The Spurs could possibly sit him out. But if you add Wemby to the mix, I think the Spurs do have a chance. I'm not going to rule them out against anybody because what they've shown me is they have heart and they are willing to fight to the end. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all guys think. Will Keldon Johnson get his llama or his camel? Do the Spurs win on Saturday? And lastly, what is the thing you are most grateful for when talking about the Spurs? With all that being said, y'all be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to Spurs Spotlight. Until next time, it has been your boy Chris, and I'll catch y'all later. I'm out.